Chat. Let me tell you how we gonna rock out today. Okay. Your boy Akademiks is in the building. Wait, hold on. Okay, there we go. Let me tell you how we're going to rock out today, okay? Hey, for everybody who's watching me, let me be very clear. Oh, my God, I just spilled some liquor. Jesus Christ. I can't believe I did that. For everybody who rock with me, please understand, and hold on. Oh, my God. Wait. Okay. If you rock with me at all, I got told weeks ago that Drake was dropping an album that was heavy influenced by house. And I didn't believe it. I'll tell you why I don't believe it. Because it was women who were telling me. It was women who were either involved with Drake or women who were involved with people involved with making the album. They said, we heard a lot of the album and it's a lot of house music. And I said, nah, you are tripping. I started getting industry people who hit me today. They say, yo, Drake has submitted an album and asked for clearance, whether it's producers, whether it's for songwriters, whether it's for features today. They said Drake has pushed shit up that was coming out today. And what I mean today, now. Now, like again, I told you I wasn't at home. So for all the bullshit you were seeing, I wasn't home. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stream tonight and I'll let people know. They're like, no, the full shit's getting put out tonight. I'm like, whoa. Drake beat me to it. I'm at the airport. I'm picking up my luggage. There's actually still stuff of mine at the airport because it was mad delayed flights. And they told me, they said, yo, Drake literally has pretty much set in motion what's going to be a project for tonight. I talked to him within the hour. He said, I got some shit. It's dropping today. I was a little mad, I ain't gonna lie, because I'm like, Drake, we talked to each other enough. Why don't you tell me before, like 8 hours before or like 5 hours or whatever? It's like, yo, album's coming out tonight. So I don't know what it is. I've heard it's gonna be it's gonna be a little bit what do you call it again? I feel like I just said it. It's gonna be house music a little bit. And by the only reason I'm stuck on country because I was in Nashville. That's why. Anyway, the whole point of this whole thing is saying that I got proper warning that Drake was dropping this type of project. I was in denial, really, until it dropped. There were multiple people telling me, yo, Drake's dropping a album that is more like house. And I'm like, no way. But it is that. First and foremost, I know a lot of people do watch me. And let me see if I could figure out how many people are looking at me now. We got 10,000 people watching me. To your dismay, you're probably not going to get what you want to get. When I talked to Drake today about the project, he didn't want me to stream it. He specifically said, listen to this by yourself. I don't want you to stream it. I don't want you to get drunk. I don't want you to pass out while you're listening to this shit. I want you to listen to it by yourself. Then, when you have your full review, you can say whatever to the world. Drake's someone who I talk to frequently. And I ain't gonna lie, when he told me that today, I was like, that I'm definitely gonna listen to it live. After listening to it and knowing that it's nothing that I thought it was gonna be, because I was expecting 10 bands, 50 bands, 100 bands, fuck it, man. I was thinking of, if your reading is too late, I was thinking about projects that would also include the likes of what am I thinking about? More Life. I understand what he was saying. This is going to be disappointing to y'all because I played this album and I'm not going to have a discussion about it tonight. I wanted to play the album and enjoy it live for the first time, but I won't have a discussion about it tonight. I'm going to probably get off live tonight, and I'll probably be on tomorrow at some point. We'll talk about the album, but I'll say this to you, just to be honest, it was nothing I was expecting, even though I was told it was going to be this. I still was in disbelief. One of the things, truthfully, I could say is that Drake is a person who has given us so many classics. One of the few criticisms I had of him for the last album, I wanted him to try new things. And this is where we all have to be accountable. Drake has given us 20 songs like Churchill Downs or whatever. He's given us 20 songs like Back to Back. He's given us 20 songs like 905, Look Alive, Look Alive. He's given us 20 songs like that. We're pushing a nigga who we know is the GOAT. He's the GOAT. We're pushing him. And for me, recently, I've pushed him to say, we don't want to hear you rap. We want you to do what Kanye does. Kanye sometimes tries different genres, tries different things that is not familiar with them. We want you to do that. And I'm not going to say this is him responding to that, but it's him definitely responding to people wanting him to try different things. You think Drake couldn't drop a bunch of songs that sounded like Churchill Downs that we could be like, oh my God, he's the greatest ever? You don't think he could drop a bunch of songs that sound like Back to Back, 6 Man, Energy, 10 bands, 20 bands, songs like sounded like whatever you like with him in Future? He could have done that. Drake got $600 million, and I appreciate the fact that he's trying to be different. Because of that, and you could call me weak, call me a bitch, you could say whatever you want to say about me, but because I understand that, I understand why he's that. Tonight, I won't give an opinion about this album. Now I understand why he told me. He's like, Act, don't say this ain't out. He said, don't stream it. It can, you know the reason why I said I was gonna stream it? Because that nigga said, oh, it's a summer album. I'm like, oh, summer album. I'm thinking 10 bands, 20 bands. I'm thinking that album. I'm thinking about More Life. But he did something different. I told y'all, I heard he was going to do some shit different, and I couldn't believe it. Let me put this in perspective. Don't you dare tag me with your favorite artist who hasn't dropped for 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, 4 years, 3 years. Them niggas I call Kawhi Leonard. Whatever I say about Drake is going to be me judging his career. I think Drake's a GOAT. Facts. I think because we're so hungry and so thirsty as fans, when we ask of somebody who gives us music every about 15 months or less, when we ask him to be different, we ask him to be new, I think we also should afford him the opportunity that if he does try to mix it up, for us to give him the opportunity where we don't just judge him initially and instantly. So Drake, I will be back on tomorrow. I know you didn't want me to stream tonight. And I felt at first you just didn't want the, because listen, I'm not trying to act like I'm someone who's really important, but when people talk about Drake a lot, they might look at me. And when I quote unquote fell asleep, people might be like, oh, if Act fell asleep, this shit must be trash. So that's what I thought about. I'm like, wait, is Drake telling me not to stream it because he just don't want me to fall asleep or some shit? Because I'm off the Casamigos. I'm like, but what I get to realize, It's more than that. I ain't fall asleep. But also, what I realized, this is the most difficult album by Drake for me to digest because it's none of what I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be honest. I will not be giving any comment about this particular album. I'm going to go sit on this album. I'm going to go to sleep, wake up to this album, and I'll come back with an opinion. Okay? I don't care what the fuck y'all said. I thank y'all for tuning in. This is my particular opinion. So far on the album, I have no opinion. And when I do pop back up tomorrow or the day after, you will hear my full opinion about it. But unfortunately, right now, I'm actually trying to digest the fact that Drake went beyond what we thought he would do. Drake did not drop an album that was, oh, y'all want songs like Free Smoke, y'all want songs like 10 bands, 20 bands. And I don't even want to tell y'all who told me, but somebody told me weeks ago. They said Drake's dropping it. What do you call it again? A house album. And I said, a house album? You must be out of your mind.